Okay, so in this video, I'm going to show you how to clean a really dirty leather seat. This is a 2006, I believe, F350. It's been years since I've cleaned it. A bunch of dogs have been through here, so it's just filthy. It needs a thorough cleaning. So don't get too stuck on the tools and products that I'm using. It's not like, so if I tell you use a soft brush, you don't have to go out and get this specific soft brush again. You can go out and get any soft brush that you deem might be good. So if I say using a brush like this, don't go out and look for this one exactly. Find locally a better price deal. Just go more of like the overall method, not the exact like tactical things that I'm using here. So you can have just this one, you can just have this one, you can have all three of them. You can achieve cleaning your leather seats, dirty leather seats, with any of these three. So for now, just to keep things simple, assuming you just have one brush, I'm gonna use this one. Then I'm gonna use, I buy this locally. This is super clean, diluted 10:1 in a spray bottle. So all you're gonna do is spray into this seats, into the brush, and I'm gonna use one towel. And then if there's a lot of debris on it, you want to vacuum it up and such. But if it's already clean and you just have to clean it now, you just clean it. So all you're literally gonna do is you're gonna spray into your brush here and literally just go in circular motions. That's all you're gonna do. Now depending on the material that it is, depending how dirty it is, depending how much time you have to clean, depending on the results you're trying to get, you may have to do multiple applications. Because that's just what it is, because it's really dirty. But right here, I'm just taking my time, doing circular motions left and right. You want to put a little bit of pressure because the bristles here aren't that aggressive anyhow, so you might want to put a little bit of pressure just to make sure that you are cleaning and pulling up all that dirt. And then once you do that, you're gonna get your clean towel, a clean interior towel. You're gonna wipe and see all this. Let's see if I can get this, all this dirt that I picked up, all that dirt right there from that small section. And then you can flip it over to a new side, and boom, it already looks, let's see if you guys can see from that point. So this is just the first pass right here in this section right here, using this brush, as I said. So if you're happy with it, that's great. Just continue this process across the entire seat. If you want to get it better, use that brush again, spray, and go through that process again. If you want to step it up, then you could use a more aggressive brush if you have one on hand. So maybe if you have one, if you see it, you can use like a little bit more of aggressive brush to have a bit more aggressive bristles to get, just get more thoroughly into this into the leather seat. So I'll be using this one next to see if we can get better results. So with this same process, you could spray onto you want to lightly spray. You don't want to overdose it to not create any marks from the solution, or spray into the brush and just lightly. And you never want to go like overly aggressive. Like these bristles are already more aggressive than the previous brush we used, so it's not like you have to use that much more pressure, because it's already creating more. It's already more aggressive brush because of the bristles themselves. But you can still put a little bit of pressure. And bada bing, bada boom. Depending on all those things that I said earlier, depends how long you have to agitate for. And if we see this, let me lower the ISO for you guys. You can see all that dirt right here, built up right here. And then if you come down here and we look, now it's really clean compared to what we had just cleaned, right? It was good of how it was, but now it's a huge difference in terms of the original condition now. Like this, see, like it's night and day difference. And first we started off with this one. Nah, it did a decent job. I mean, that was acceptable if you're just doing it for yourself and do a quick cleaning for the day or something. But then we moved it up to a little bit more aggressive brush. It wasn't that aggressive. It's not like overly like you're gonna ruin the material, but it was a bit more stronger than the one we just used. So now I'll do half. I'll do this side with this brush, and then the other side with this brush, to see what type of results we get. Huh? Yeah. That's good. Okay, and this is the before and after in terms of using the detail buddy brush for this one, for that side, the right side, and then using whatever brand this is, or I don't even know what this brush is called, on this left side. So I'll just put it here in the bottom, and I'll show you the before. So it does look cleaner overall. Like whatever, they both look cleaner, but this one is definitely taking the win on this seat with this one, just because it's a bit more aggressive. It's dirtier, so it just needs a bit more of an aggressive bristle to really get into the get deep into the leather of it to pull all that out. So now I'll continue these seats with this one right here. Okay, so based on these two results using these two brushes, I'm gonna go with this brush to clean the leather seats because it's getting better results. If you just have something like this, then you'll just have to go over it multiple times. So yeah, maybe, you know, and if you're just using your personal vehicle, you know, you don't have to go and buy every single brush, but it does help to have different levels of aggressiveness on the brushes when it comes to a thing like this. So now I'm gonna clean the whole seats, at least the bottom portion, and then show you the results. And there we go, that is the bottom portion of this leather seat completely cleaned. Is it gonna be 100%? No, I mean, look at this. These are like someone's fingernail ran through it, or like there was a box that was trying to shove forward and they kind of skipped across the leather seat and caught all of this right here. So things like this, no. You know, there's gonna be like, you know, some areas maybe just like overly used, over wear and tear, stuff like that. So this, you know, being 12 plus years now or whatever, you know, there's gonna be this limitation. But overall, I mean, comparing this seat to the other seats, it's definitely a huge night and day difference. And so it'll, you know, it's gonna come out good overall. So I'll continue the rest of the seats with that same setup. Again, it's the methods that I use. Don't go specifically with the exact brush because maybe you have different brushes already. Maybe you can buy some locally instead of waiting to order online. Whatever the case may be, just know that, look, you want a soft brush and you want a bit more aggressive brush. You need towels and you need a all-purpose cleaner, whether that's super clean, whether you have something on hand already, whether it's whatever brand. Make sure it's diluted to an appropriate level depending on that product. Mine is diluted 10:1. So don't go specifically with what I use. That's the more important part, more than anything. If you have any comments, questions about cleaning your leather seats or door panels or anything, then just leave those in the comment section down below and I will get back to you. See you in the next one.